For the last few months, I have been doing a few videos on some affordable blow dryers that aren't total junk. And after looking at a few different models now in previous videos, I'm noticing that everyone seems to want to top the Dyson. That seems to be the one that everyone wants to just knock out of that top spot. And to me, to be honest with you, it doesn't really feel like that's a bad thing. I mean, if you think about it, it's not really a bad thing because it's causing all these other brands to really step up their game. And what we are seeing here because of that is more affordable hair dryers that are offering better and better performance. And today I'm going to share with you another option. This is the Superflow from Coshare. Boasting 500 million negative ions, the Coshare Superflow hair dryer was designed to be performance oriented. They start with a 110,000 RPM motor to provide 1 to 5 minutes of fast drying time with only 30 seconds needed for short hair. And alongside all of that airflow, we have 500 million negative ions to provide anti-frizz, smoothness, shine, and resilience. It also features advanced temperature control that measures the air temp 100 times per second. Lastly, too, it's ultra lightweight and compact, coming in at around 13 ounces in weight. We haven't even gotten to the best part yet. You know, the thing that really makes this stand out, it's this ring right here. This thing has something a bit different going on with it. They call it the Shine Ring. And according to the brand, the Shine Ring is a specially formulated hair conditioner that is infused inside the magnetic ring that sits on the end of the dryer. So when you use it, a gentle stream of nourishing elements and a nice aroma comes out the end, leaving it extra soft, shiny, and fragrant. Now, this thing is interesting for sure, and I'm going to talk about it much later. I put it to the test to give you guys a full look on it, but I want to do my own tests on the dryer overall. I've got several that I like to do as usual to see how things look and perform, you know, really give you an in-depth look at it. And we're going to start with airflow. We're going to start with testing the airflow. We're going to pull out our meter again to test the airflow. And at full power, the Coshare dryer is coming in at around 36.8 knots, which is not really bad compared to the Dyson, which running the same test comes in at around 38 knots, which really to me is so close. I mean, it's so close that I don't really know that I would be able to tell the difference if you put me up to it. I don't know if I'd really be able to tell the difference between those two numbers. But now though, let's move on to the size of the unit. This one here, the Coshare one, is obviously for sure lighter than the Dyson, which is, you know, kind of a thicker, heavier unit for sure. But I do have to say the size overall on them is pretty comparable. Like the length and the width, you know, the Coshare one might be slightly slimmer. It's obviously lighter, but you know, the size, I would kind of say they're pretty comparable as far as that goes. Let's move on though to the drying test now. And we've done these several times in this video. I've done it with the Dyson every time as something to compare it to. And what I see, starting with the Dyson, what I see when I do a full dry test, going from wet to dry, I can get there in a time of 2 minutes and 5 seconds with the Dyson, which is pretty good. It's usually what I run with, you know, for my videos and my personal use. When I reset my hair and do the same exact drying test with the Coshare dryer, my hair got to be fully dry in a time of 2 minutes and 46 seconds, which to me really isn't bad. It's not a huge margin of difference. You know, it's not terrible. I think the biggest difference though is the heat. I think that's what really led to the Dyson coming in at a shorter time. The Dyson has always had a good strong amount of heat. The Coshare one, it provides heat. I don't want to say that it doesn't provide heat. It definitely provides heat, but I think it regulates it a little bit more, you know? So I think that that's what led to that little bit of time difference. And, you know, maybe that's actually a positive thing for some of you, that it regulates heat the way that it does. As far as the Shine Ring goes, I think it's best that I just show you what I saw when I tried it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to reset my hair and I'm going to blow dry it once more with the Shine Ring attached, so you can see for yourself the results with and without it in my hair. And when I got done running this test, I really could not believe it when I saw and felt my hair. I mean, it was visibly smoother by a good margin. I mean, it looked and felt a lot smoother. And guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I went into this 100% thinking this was not gonna work. I saw this thing, I read the information, I like, yes, you can smell that it has a fragrance, you know, it kind of trips my allergies a little bit. So it's obvious that part is there. So I thought, okay, maybe it'll leave behind some of that fragrance, but I couldn't see or feel anything coming out of this. Like, you know, it's not spraying anything out like a leave-in conditioner or an oil or something like that. I don't really feel that coming out of it. So I was like, there's no way this is going to work. But then I see this result. I see my hair looking and feeling extremely smooth. I can't really explain it. I mean, I really can't. I can't explain it. The way they talk about it on Amazon on the listing for this blow dryer, it does sound like something is being shot out of the ring, but I can't see or feel that. I spent some time trying to examine that, but I can't see or feel any of that happening. But I can see and feel this soft hair right now. I mean, it's a night and day difference from using it and not, and I have no idea what to think about that. Finally now though, the price. I purposely saved this for the end. You can find this dryer on Amazon for a price of $124.36, or at least that's the price at the moment I'm filming this video. But obviously, that is a much lower price than the Dyson, which seems to be the trend with all of the dryers we've been looking at lately. They are all more affordable than the Dyson. And in the end, price is subjective, of course. You know, I'm not telling anybody not to spend the money on the Dyson. I'm not telling anybody to spend the money on the Dyson. It's all completely up to you. But I don't think $124 for this thing here is all that crazy of an asking price personally, especially when you look at what we have here. And in the end, what I think we have is a real Dyson contender. What I'm noticing a lot these days are these dryers, once again, trying to take out the Dyson. And a lot of them are coming out with features like what we saw today to try to one up the Dyson. And while the tests do technically show the Dyson having a more positive data in some areas, what I think we should take notice of here is this dryer is quite close to it. We've seen it come pretty close to the Dyson, and it's doing that for hundreds less. I mean, it might say something about Dyson. I'm not going to, you know, go down that rabbit hole, but I think that's the bigger story personally, that this one is getting close and it's doing it for hundreds less. As always, though, the final verdict is up to you. And if you would like to check out this blow dryer from Coshare, I will leave the Amazon link in the description for you to check out. I do have another blow dryer to show you here soon in an upcoming episode. I think I might actually just do these back to back, so you have another one coming right away. I will have it coming out. And if you want to see that and all the other stuff I have planned for future episodes, hit that subscribe button. That's a huge help to me. It's an easy way for you to keep up and support the channel. So thank you very much in advance for doing that. Thank you also for taking the time to watch this video and check this out with me. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.